Hey guys, how's it going? Max Finn here for another paid traffic tip of the day. Today is paid traffic tip number 10. So we have 10 tips, right, Hokie? That's how many tips we got. So today was a long day. I'm not a morning person. I was up at 5. We were on the road at 6 to visit one of our partners in Jacksonville for the day. Just got home from that. So it's been a long day. I'm exhausted. And so paid traffic tip number 10 is going to be a quick tip, right? So I know some of these other tips have been like 30 minutes long. Today we're going to keep it short, we're going to keep it simple, but we're going to keep it powerful and valuable, right? So recently, Facebook made a pretty big change. For years, since the early days of running Facebook ads, one of the primary metrics that advertisers have looked at to determine whether things are working or not working and why they're not working is the relevance score. In fact, the relevance score, yesterday's video we talked about bids, or maybe it was 2 days ago. One of the last 2 tips, we talked about manual bids, right? And I talked about how the Facebook auction really looks at 3 variables. Now, again, we don't have the exact insight into how the auction works, but, so we don't know every variable. But the 3 big ones that we do know about are relevance score, bid, and estimated action rate, right? And so relevance score is another big key of why you win or lose an auction, right? So you have a low relevance score, you're going to have a harder time winning that auction. You're probably going to have to bid more or have a better estimated action rate, which is an internal score. I'm not going to get into that in this video. Recently, though, that's been a single numerical metric for a long time, one field. That is now broken up into 3 fields. So instead of an 8 or 9 or 10 relevance score, or a low relevance score, we now have quality ranking, engagement rate ranking, and conversion rate ranking. So this is a new update that Facebook rolled out, and it's an important one because for a long time we had this kind of just lump all, everything fell into relevance score, right? So how people react to the ad, how they engage with the ad, everything was kind of put into this random value. And that value didn't really tell you how you compared against other people, how you stacked up. So it wasn't very transparent. The cool thing now is you now have a little more insight into why your ad is performing well or not well in these different rankings, where it ranks, and really kind of a better idea of what you can do to improve it, right? So let's start with the quality ranking, right? And I'm just going to tell you exactly what Facebook tells you, right? So why let me define it when Facebook defines it right for you here? So the quality ranking, this is probably the most closely aligned with what the relevance score really was, the quality ranking score. So it's a ranking of your ad's perceived quality. Quality is measured using feedback on your ads and the post-click experience. Your ad is ranked against ads that competed for the same audience. So what this is saying is, hey, this ad right here is above average, right? So looking at all the other ads that are competing for the same audience, your ad, based on the feedback we've gotten on that ad, is in the above average top experience. So then we have our estimated action rate ranking. And let me open this up a little more too so we can see a little more details. So again, we have above average, we have average, we have below average, and we have basically 3 versions below average. We have below average, bottom 35%, bottom 20%, bottom 10%. Basically, if you're in these buckets, you need to work on this specific area of your ad. If you're average, obviously you always want to be above average, right? But hey, you're average, things aren't terrible. You're doing okay. But we should always strive for above average in our ads. Again, average, we can be okay with that, but we should still be striving for above average. If we're in these buckets, we need to do some serious work, right? So engagement rate ranking. This is a ranking of your ad's expected engagement rate. Engagement includes clicks, likes, comments, and shares. And again, this ad is ranked against other ads. So now it's not just a matter of, hey, is your ad relevant? Is it quality based on people not like hiding it and providing negative feedback? But is it getting more likes, comments, shares, and clicks than the average ad competing for the same audience? Again, Facebook now is doubling down on engagement. They want to keep users on the platform longer, engaging on the platform longer. They want to make sure all the content, both paid and organic, that their users are seeing are as engaging as possible. So now this is a big part of your ads ranking. So engagement rate ranking. Then we have conversion rate ranking. Again, Facebook now is not just they don't just care about what happens on Facebook. Because for their users, if they click an ad on Facebook and have a terrible experience with that advertiser, that impacts their view of Facebook. So Facebook now, along with a lot of other advertisers, are looking at and measuring what happens after they click the ad and what happens after the click, purchase, lead, all that good stuff. That's why there's that customer satisfaction score, the customer survey that goes out. Facebook is following up with their customers. They're also looking at how your ad converts based on other ads, right? So a ranking of your ads, expected conversion rate, your ads ranked against other ads, again, that are using the same optimization goal that competed for the same audience. Now, where this gets a little confusing is I get it for conversion objectives, right? This is just a traffic campaign I threw up just basically to reach our warm audience for affiliates. So I'm not quite sure what they define as a conversion because clicks are technically factored into engagement rate. So I'm not quite sure how they're deciding that this is an average ad versus an above average or below average because again, there's no conversion happening after this. We're not tracking that or anything. So, but if you're doing straight sale, lead gen, it matters how your landing page converts. That's a big part now of your ad score. So again, to recap, relevance score used to be a key part. It still is a key part, but that individual metric was a key part of whether you won or lost an auction. Now it's been broken out into 3 different rankings. We have quality, engagement rate, and conversion rate. So you need to make sure that your ads are above average or at minimum average for all 3 of those. So now you need to make sure your ad is relevant. It's going after the right audience with the right message, providing a great experience. It's engaging. It's getting a lot of likes, comments, shares, clicks, and that where it's sending people to, it's converting. All 3 of those are critical for creating high converting ads on Facebook and getting great CPAs and great CPLs on Facebook. So there you have it. Tip of the day number 10. I told you this would be a short one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.